Greetings and salutations. I am the Raven, and I return for a book review. I don't do a lot of these, so it's time to do another. And this one has been staring at me for a while saying, review me, 'cause I'm just like that. So what am I reviewing? Well, if you look at the title, it is Cherie Priest's Boneshaker. This is probably not going to take long. To the prologue, which is basically an info dump of epic degrees. A man entered the competition during the times when America was being colonized by the British Empire, and has entered the times of civil war, or rather against the redcoats, for independence. And this man entered the competition to create a drilling device to aid in their gold rush for all the mining that was going on. And to prove it worked, he tested it out in his hometown, his home city. Thing is, it didn't go as quite to plan. As testing the device, he sets off it coincides with an earthquake and the release of toxic gas, which turns anyone with prolonged exposure to it into brain-dead zombies. This is pretty much my first jump into steampunk literature. I saw this, the back definition looks interesting, so I gave it a go. But of course, remembering, steampunk is merely a setting. At the core, every book, every story is the same. You have your set of characters, you have your story. The story is it starts off with a reporter coming in to get the real story about the inventor who created the Boneshaker, the drill that destroyed part of the city that's now walled off to contain the gas that continues to spill out. He speaks to his wife, the inventor's wife, who does not take kindly to things. He's not the most sociable people. She bears a lot of stigma by being the wife of the inventor, and feels that her son is bearing the brunt of things that he does not deserve, that he deserves better. She does not give the reporter anything he wants. She answers a few questions and basically tells him to clear off. The son returns and he gives him a few positive points about what happened. They were referring to what the wife's father did, who had let loose those who've been jailed at the time, making sure they don't get infected by the gas. They took him home. He had been buried by his daughter. He had been dug up by those just making sure, and left him out exposed to the world, and leaving his daughter to bury him yet again. This turn of events is enough to send the son back into the infested city for proof that his father was redeemable. And of course, feeling guilty as hell and needed to protect him, the mother follows. What is strong in this is those two characters get some nice development to them. They are realistic in who they are and in approach to things. The problem comes with the storytelling. We get chapters devoted to each character, jumping from one character to the next in the next chapter, going on basically with two stories that are united at the end. Up to that point there's not really a story going on, there's just things happening. Other characters really don't get much development to them. They're just there, we get an impression of who they are. And the real story doesn't start into the last third, at least, where things are turning and things start to fall into place. Ultimately, I won't say it's a bad book. The storytelling is a bit dodgy, in my opinion. Perhaps there are those there who enjoy it, but still, for me, it suffers for the lack of focus, for point of view and the actual story. We don't get much for other characters. We just get event after event, not always tied together because jumping between the two characters. Overall, yes, it's a decent book. I won't call it bad, just a little lacking. So that's Cherie Cherie, however you pronounce it, Priest's Boneshaker. The beginning of a series of 4 books. I don't know the name that unites them, but it basically is all set in the same world, just different characters, different stories going on. So not really a series in sequels, but a series of spin-offs. Decent book. I'm not regretting I picked it up, but still it took me a month to read it. So, until next time, peace out people.